The number one lie Werner tells new drivers during orientation. Let's talk about it. First, I want to give a disclaimer. I've only ever been to one Werner facility that tells this lie during orientation. This facility is located in Allentown, Pennsylvania. The lie they'll tell you is to avoid other company drivers. They'll make such claims that these drivers are jealous and that they're basically out to get you. They'll also make claims that if you start talking to other truck drivers, that eventually you'll receive a knock at your window with a driver believing that you were coming on to them when you spoke to them earlier, basically claiming that truck drivers or that there are many truck drivers that are playing for the other team. All of this couldn't be further from the truth, at least in my experience. In my experience, I've actually talked to many truck drivers in many different occasions. Whether I'm going to a travel center and I see gadgets for trucking like GPSs, the Rand McNally, the Garmin, or perhaps those headsets, the Blue Parrot, the 450, the 350. And let's say I want to get one of these gadgets, I'll start talking to drivers and at least get a pretty good idea of what gadgets have been bought and how they've held up and what kind of experiences they've given these drivers. And once I get enough information, that's usually when I'll make a decision. I'll say, all right, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and grab that Rand McNally or that Blue Parrot 450, whichever the case may be. Another thing I may also ask is, how is their company treating them? And how is their company paying new drivers that come in or that have less than 1 year of experience? And this is actually what Werner's doing their best to avoid. They're doing their best to avoid you asking other drivers how other companies are treating them, how other companies are paying them. Now, granted, there are times when other drivers will actually approach you because there's such a thing called the referral program. And the referral program allows you to recruit other truck drivers. Doesn't matter where you get them, it allows you to recruit them. And after your first load, that driver gets paid for recruiting you. Now, granted, there are drivers that may over exaggerate how much they get paid, but usually after you get their phone number or you get the phone number to their company and you call their company to find out if what they've said is true. If what they said is true, then maybe everything they've said is true. But if what they said you find out that the pay that they were claiming was an over exaggeration, then they're probably over exaggerating how much they get paid as well. Lastly, on the part where truck drivers play for the other team, let's be honest, I've never had that happen, and I've talked to many truck drivers. Maybe it was the way that that specific truck driver that told that experience, maybe it was the way that they approached the truck driver and they gave them the wrong idea, but I've never had any truck drivers knocking at my window or behaving in such a way like they were coming on to me. That's never happened. Lastly, the video that you guys are seeing in the background is a video I recorded where my Qualcomm actually broke down and was acting defective. And I ended up actually entering a travel center from the opposite direction. Basically, I entered from the exit. And I ended up getting stuck between three different trucks. One that was incoming and two that were on the right side and on the left side. And immediately after this happened, I ended up getting out of the truck, humbling myself and requesting for help at that point. I said, hey, I really need somebody to help me get out of here. And it was like two or three guys that got out and they were all doing their best to help me to get the heck out of there. And not only did they help me get out of there, but the trucker that was getting out told me, hey, listen, I can see that you're lost and that you need some help. Just follow me. I got you. And again, this is what I've noticed ever since I became a truck driver. It was almost like I entered a truck brotherhood, because that's what truck drivers are really like out there. It's like a trucking brotherhood. And as long as you carry yourself well with respect and you humble yourself, the chances are you're going to receive help and you're going to receive good information that may actually help you in the future. Heck, if you buy one of these CB radios, you can basically hear communications on those radios where a truck driver is letting other truck drivers know, hey, listen, don't take this route. There's just been an accident. Don't take this route. So again, what they claim during orientation, that's not my experience, not one bit. That's not to say maybe it doesn't happen, but at the same time, it's never happened to me. And that's basically it, guys. If you like the content, like, comment, and subscribe. And, stay safe and take care.